Scott, it's the final midweek league game of the season, and again, another away day that's been a bit of an interesting one for us. Where do we start? Do we start with the penalty that was awarded, and what your thoughts were on that?
Yeah, I thought we started pretty well, to be fair. I thought the lads sort of pinned Taunton in for maybe the first 5-10 minutes. Don't know what time the red card was, I'm guessing around 10 minutes, something like that. In the laws of the game, it is a penalty and it is a red card. Conditions have a big part to play in it, of course they do. But then after that it became a non-event, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. I think Taunton realised that it was going to be tough with 10 on a testing pitch. They've obviously got games to play, but I think they've been the victim tonight of a fixture schedule and a pile-up, and you could see that they sort of sat in and defended when it went sort of 2-0, 3-0 and 4-0 and didn't want to concede anymore, and rightly so. They've got to save their legs. They've got another game in 40 hours time, and they've obviously played on Tuesday night, and I feel for them. I genuinely do. I'm not just saying it because the camera's in front of me. I feel for them massively. I think the pile-up of fixtures is because of obviously the pitch and weather. Something out of control of the Rob Dre's and his staff and players' hands, and we've played them at a time tonight where we're probably quite fortunate, but we still had to get the job done. We still had to win the football match, and I thought the lads did it really professionally, so credit to the boys for doing that. But yeah, it was a very weird game, probably the most strange football match I've ever been involved in.
And to be fair, it's been a talking point for some months now with Taunton, but in my opinion, I think the pitch actually held up fairly well in the end for us. And obviously we saw Nathan score that penalty very shortly, followed by second for him in the second half. And like you said, it seemed quite comfortable in the end for us, didn't it?
Yeah, it was extremely comfortable, but I think sort of Taunton took their foot off the gas. They know that they've got another chance to get 3 points on Saturday, and I think they realised tonight that the 3 points were gone, so you have to sort of, you have to take your foot off the gas and just save yourselves, and I think that's why they probably brought off Sterney and Lloyd James, two of the older boys, and have Saturday in mind, and rightly so. But like I said, the goals were really well taken. Obviously the penalty Nathan put away well. He's obviously got his 2, and Trey scored 2 fantastic goals as well. So that was the one that I really celebrated. I thought that Trey's finish was worth clapping. Excellent finish. You won't see many goals better than that all season. I think Age just compiled a list of goal of the season contenders, so that might just sneak in there and win it. So no, credit to Trey and Nathan. But I could go throughout the whole side. I thought they've done their job to a man. Nothing spectacular. It was professional. It was the right way to play it, and ultimately we've got 3 points at a really tough place to come. But 11v11, it would have been a lot harder.
It's been a great response as well, hasn't it, from Trey since obviously that big miss at Arbour Park just over a week ago now. 3 goals since then. Probably could have had a hat-trick as well, because obviously he hit the crossbar, didn't he, in the first half too. Have you been really happy with the way he's responded? Yeah,
he's so dynamic, he's so quick, and I just said to him at the end of the game, the most pleasing thing that I saw of Trey all night was probably the 92nd minute. He tracked back and he ran about 40-50 yards off the ball to try and cover one of the lads, and when you see that, you actually look at it and think, do you know what, it's absolutely brilliant, because those are the sort of defining moments in a season where hard work and grit and determination, all those things come to play, and that's after scoring 2 goals, so it's really pleasing to see.
We also saw you bring on a couple of the EDS boys as well, Josh Stranks and Alfie Tucker. How important and pleasing was it for you to see them get on the pitch?
Yeah, I think we've tried to select people to come into the squad tonight, or the younger lads that have gone out on dual reg and done really well. I'm in regular contact with both of their managers at Harefield and Risborough. The manager at Harefield, Carts, has been with Alfie all season and he's been really impressed. He's done extremely well. And then at Risborough, I speak to Stuart Blake, who said to me that Josh Stranks in the first few games he's played for them has done brilliantly. So we want to try and reward players when we can. It's been difficult to try and fit some of the EDS boys into the group this year because we've been quite lucky with injuries. But tonight I felt like there was an opportunity to maybe bring a couple of them down here and get them some minutes. And it was perfect for them. Great experience to be in and around it. And I think that just shows that they've competed well when they've come on as well. Josh made a couple of great tackles. He's put a couple of good balls in the box. Alfie sprayed the ball around and competed. So it'll be a night that they'll be really proud of for sure. And I think it just shows that we've got some really good young players at the football club.
A little bit more of a rotation effort from yourself as well. Obviously you weren't starting as well. We saw Joe Dandy start tonight. We also saw Gary Abasogan get the full 90 minutes as well. Is that really important moving forward for him?
Yeah, I think we had a plan in place to try and stick to it, which we did. I had boots with me but didn't have any kit, so I wanted to make sure that Joe got 90 minutes tonight. He's travelled around a lot recently and felt like it was the right thing to do. He's taken half a day off work, so I didn't want to bring him down here and sit him on the bench, and I don't need to play in games like tonight. I've played a lot of football recently. So I'm happy to step aside and give other people minutes. So Joe done really, really well. Gary obviously got 90 minutes, which will be great for him. And he chose some real good glimpses as well. He's so exciting. He's getting back to his full levels of fitness. So he's only going to get better. There's so many positives to go through tonight. So yeah, overall decent performance in a really, really strange game that was kind of ruined a little bit. But yeah, listen, we had to get the job done, and we've done it in the right way.
Just finally to ask you about the last 2 games of the season now, because we have picked up 6 points in 2 days, which is also a strange occurrence normally, but we now know the situation we're finally in to end this season. Do you still feel like there's the slimmest of outside chances of a playoff hope?
Well, mathematically, yes, the slimmest of all chances. I think Stu Brooking actually put there's 14 games that we need to go our way. So we know that mathematically, like I said, yeah, there isn't a possibility. Are we thinking that we're going to get into the playoffs? No. But I think we've surpassed our points total in the Conference South tonight, which is an incredible achievement from everyone at the football club. It's a great thing to be able to do. Our goal difference has gone up brilliantly well tonight again. I think we've jumped St Albans, if I'm right in saying that. We're on goal difference. Might be wrong. You might have to correct me. I'm not sure. So yeah, there's so many positives, and I think what was lingering over us for the past 5.5 weeks, whatever it was, is now put to bed. Ultimately, the right decision has been made. There's no doubt about it. I felt really strong about it on the day, and I still feel strongly about it today, that I got it right in terms of what I said after the game, and we've been proved right. So yeah, we move on. No hard feelings with Bath. It is what it is. It's put to bed. I'm sure it will still be a tasty occasion if we go there next season, whether they get in the playoffs, whether they're successful or not. But yeah, listen, ultimately I've got to do what's right for the team that I manage and the football club that I manage, and I spoke in the heat of the moment last month, and I did it for the right reasons, and that's proved to be the case.
Thanks for your thoughts, Scott. Congratulations on the win this evening, and we'll see you in, I think it's about 42 hours time.
Just lastly, Connor, the fans as well at the end, I've got to mention them. I think when you come down to Taunton on a Tuesday night, absolutely incredible. There's probably 50 of them maybe in total down there. Yeah, it's no mean feat to go to Taunton and back on a Tuesday night or Thursday night. So thanks ever so much to them guys as well.
Cheers, Scott. See you
Cheers,
at Hemel.
Con. Thank you.